was a legendary boxing champion known for his fierce fights in the ring and his endless fight against drugs. So when Johnny Tapia died suddenly in late May, some people likely assumed it was a drug overdose. But it turns out that was not the cause. Here's News 13's Alex Goldsmith. Alex?
Dick, Johnny Tapia called it mi vida loca. He lived an uncommon life filled with championships and mistakes. But according to the Office of the Medical Investigator, Tapia's sudden death came from something all too common: heart disease caused by high blood pressure. Just like her husband did in life, a defiant Teresa Tapia stepped into the ring today, determined to set the record straight. The five-time world champion boxer was found dead in his Albuquerque home in late May at the age of 45. In the past, Johnny Tapia had spent time in prison and been hospitalized because of his cocaine use.
People didn't give him the benefit of the doubt. It was just, oh, he died of an overdose. Everyone expected it. Well, that's not what happened. In the official medical report on his death, it was determined that heart disease and high blood pressure killed Tapia. No illegal drugs were present. Toxicology reports did find painkiller hydrocodone and Seroquel used to treat his bipolar disorder in his system, although not at toxic levels. Medical examiners concluded those drugs likely played a factor in Tapia's death, as did past cocaine use, but it was ultimately his heart that killed him. You'd think of Johnny falling off a mountain or just something, jumping off a boat or, something extreme, but you wouldn't think of heart disease.
But Teresa Tapia tells us that, in one sense, it was fitting.
Johnny had a heart that was so big that, he gave out so much of it till there was nothing left. And I feel that that's the way he went.
She hopes people will remember him not only as New Mexico's champion in the ring, but as the charismatic person he was outside of it.
My best way of honoring my husband is to not to let people forget. I just want people to know, what Johnny was about, and I just don't want them to forget who he was and what he stood for.
Teresa Tapia says her husband had been taking medication to get his blood pressure down and was well aware he had an enlarged heart and a family history of heart disease. Even so, this truly came as a shock to her. Back to you, Dick.
All right, Alex, Tapia's story will be told in two separate movies, a documentary that's already in the works and a feature film. Teresa Tapia said today production of that feature film will start next January in Albuquerque.